He'd be about 1,000 in the world right now. He's playing great tennis, but it's 2-1 in the first set. He's working awful hard out there, and that's what Agassi wants to do. He's playing incredibly well, Dupuis, but just hang on here for a few minutes.
Well, he uncorked a forehand. But right now, the adrenaline rush has got to be something.
Who is this guy? On both sides, just monster shots. I mean, he's out hitting Agassi. That's rare.
Well, Agassi's forehand long, and so Dupuis now does have the edge. He is up a break at 3-1.
Dupuis mène 3-1.
Born in Bayonne, France, lives in Villeneuve-le-Comte. They sound beautiful. I wish I could visit both.
Wherever they are.
6'1", 192 pounds. His match record this year, 2-8.
Agassi.
This guy's 2-8. I mean, if these guys play like this that are 2-8, I mean, you want to see guys compete like this. I mean, and then it will show you there is depth in men's tennis, because this guy is playing tennis right now. This is serious stuff. Agassi's just got to keep the faith, keep him moving, because this guy's not used to playing at this level. I mean, this is I'm being conservative and saying this is the best he's ever played. I'm willing to bet right now the guy's never played better up to this point. We should mention on this court that Rios threw in the towel first round against Tommy Haas.
You talked to Rios. He's still hurting a bit.
He says he still has trouble running, and you know, we know there's been question marks about his effort level. So got down a couple sets to Haas and said thank you very much, and don't expect to see him at Wimbledon. Not that he'd be a threat there anyway. That was a tough draw anyway for both players. That was what was considered to be a highly competitive match. Haas moves on. Well struck by Andre there. And if you consider, Ted, the fact that Rios the last year or two was perhaps considered the favorite in this event, coming in, he's dropped a long way. Unseeded, currently 29 on the Grand Prix, whatever it is, the champions list, or what is it?
Yes, the ATP champions rank. Big first serve, saves one break point. And you think that it was, what, just slightly less than 2 years ago that Rios actually had a brief taste of being #1. And now falling.
Fired Stefanki. Throw him a bone now, and look at him now. Larry now with Kafelnikov trying to get him to play less. You know, he's got a family. You try to tell Yevgeny he's got a couple kids.
Dupuis saves 2 break points.
40.
It does seem like there were more tough first-round matches in this draw than you normally see at a slam, doesn't it, John? And for Sampras to draw Philippou.
It's finally where some of these youngsters are getting seated. The Magnus Norman, who's actually 24, has been around, but now he's currently 3 in the world and ranked #1 on the rankings list for overall points. Rabati's seated, Safin's seated. So guys that you remember being seated, the Mantillas of the world, a couple others, Moya's unseated, Haas unseated. Here's one of your old favorites, Sergi Bruguera.
No. Well, Berasategi's my guy.
Okay.
Sergi is your guy.
Yeah, well, he's going to go against a qualifier at any minute. Patrick Rafter unseated. All in the top half. Medvedev, the defending finalist, unseated.
That's amazing.
That shows you how far his ranking's going to dip if he loses early. And he's, meanwhile, he's actually a set all and up 4-2 in the third against Michael Tillstrom. Court 4.
Good. Agassi.
So there finally is the break for Agassi.
Dupuis, 3 jeux.
My credit was downright bad.
Most companies wouldn't even talk to me about a credit card.
No one would give me a credit card unless I already had one.
Ever tried renting a car without a credit card? Now that's humiliating.
I'm thinking these mistakes are gonna haunt me for the rest of my life. Providian was the only company willing to take a chance on me.
It's such a relief to finally have a credit card. And the fees are easy to handle.
All I did was apply over the phone, and there it was. My card with my name on it, mailed right to me.
After making a few payments, I got even more credit. And let me tell you how great it feels to put my card down on the counter and say, I'll take it.
My friends couldn't believe I got a $1,000 credit limit. They're all, what's that phone number? Hey, I deserve this credit.
The Visa Classic Card from Providian. Apply right now over the phone and get up to $1,000 in credit. And you can earn even more credit after just a few payments. It's never been easier to get the credit you deserve. So call for your Visa Classic Card now.
We'll be getting you back to Andre Agassi in just a bit, but here on Court Central, a story developing. Lindsay Davenport is struggling with the injury to her lower back and has just been broken by Dominique Van Roost here in the third set. Her service motion, Tracy, has been okay, but she's really had trouble moving.
After she goes for some tough backhand, she can kind of cringes and wiggles around on that back, testing it out. You can tell even on that return going for that ball, I can tell you a lower back injury just affects you in every way as Coach Robert Vantoff looks on. You can see she hits that winner and then gingerly turns around and goes towards that ad side. So for Lindsay, she's just really got to go for winners quickly in the point. Van Roost had some cramping in her forearm and hand.
Which the mark clearly evident.
Dupuis was 2 points from the first set at 6-5 deuce. And Agassi played a vintage point, worked him around.
He's hit that inside out.
I was about to say, like that point, you know, he started to work him around. And in the last point, and Dupuis won both these points. He looked so tired at 6-5 deuce. At the end of that point, he missed an easy return. He thought, okay, Agassi's going to take control here. But give credit to this veteran Frenchman, Antony Dupuis, who's continued to play just fabulous tennis. he's sucking some wind right now, I'll tell you.
And Agassi has worked him as only Agassi can.
Which is why, even if he does lose his first set, which is obviously up in the air, that in the long term, it's hard to imagine if Dupuis could keep this up for best of 5-set match, because he is running a lot more than Andre is.
Well, about midway through this set, it looked like Agassi was starting to turn things his way. In fact, Dupuis lost 11 consecutive points on his serve, which is amazing. And all of a sudden, he started serving again. Turned it around.
And the other thing he's done, Ted, has gotten the crowd behind him, which wasn't evident in the beginning. They were solidly behind Andre. Listen to that. Agassi with the drop shot, not good enough. And this is about, he's hit at least 20 winners in this set. And it's amazing how many winners he's hit. Now off both sides. Early on it was the backhand. Now he's flexible.
Dupuis' forehand called long.
Well, they're going to take a look, but that looked just a little bit long. Crowd not happy, but there's a mark right there. Mohamed Layeni from Stockholm, Sweden, is going to call this out. And he's suddenly become unpopular here. Not that he was popular to begin with.
The only thing Dupuis likes right now is just a few extra seconds to catch his breath.
Exactly. And that's going to help him, actually. 5-3 now, one more serve.
5-3, Dupuis.
Dupuis milking this. He's taking every moment he can.
That's smart.
That's only the first set.
Exactly. But, you know, at least it's a moral victory to win this. If he loses this, you get the sense Agassi's just going to pick up steam. It's not warm out there. It's a cold day. I think obviously it affected Davenport in the women's match. Agassi doesn't look like he's in the flow either quite yet. I caught the line. That's wide. He's missed 2 balls the last 2 points by combined an inch.
And instead of a set, it's now 5-4 Dupuis. But that's why he's played this set, John. He's gone for it on every shot.
You're absolutely right. And this is a ball he didn't need to go for it on. He could have played it safer and still won the point. You're not going to teach an old dog new tricks at this point. And he's just going to go with what got him here so far. That's a little wide. That is just a great, great clay court point. And to end it this way is just phenomenal. Dupuis did pull back a little bit and finds himself with a couple of set points. Amazing display so far.
Well, he'll get a chance to serve it at 6-5. And I think Dupuis and his level of play has forced Agassi to get in the flow.
Agassi's not playing badly. I mean, he's not playing, you know, the way he played the last year when he won the tournament, but he hasn't played a lot of tennis in the last 6 weeks.
.59 degrees on this cool afternoon. And this first set has lasted almost 1 hour.
They called a lag.
Yep.
Whoops.
Had about 10,000 people trying to assist Muhammad there in the chair.
You know, the most unpopular guy in the stadium is that let court judge right now.
What a save by Agassi. Remarkable. And it's 6-all.
That's the hustle that won him here last year. And that extra effort, run that ball down, make his opponent, in this case Dupuis, hit one more shot. And he got, not surprisingly, Dupuis to go for too much. He thought he won the set already. Hit the big ace. Triumphantly switch sides, sticking the chest out like he, you know, expected to win this thing, and now in trouble here to try to pull this first set out.
There's a decidedly youthful air to the crowd today. Wednesday is a day that many school children in France go part of the time, if not at all. There's a lot of kids here.
About 50% louder every Wednesday at the French.
And there's an ace. Just looking around the stands here at Fort Suzanne Longley, a lot of school children have filed in. And now third set point for Dupuis. Well, it's always been said, John, Agassi loves pace, and as soon as Dupuis cranked up and hit one hard shot, Agassi returned it and won the point.
Well, he's also actually playing it quite safe, though. He's waiting for his opportunity, which is smart, particularly on this surface. He's making Dupuis work. He's looking at this as a long-term solution to the problem. And I'd be very surprised if he wins the set, that he doesn't sort of roll through this guy the next couple sets. Matter of fact, if he loses a set, I'll be surprised if he doesn't roll through this guy. This guy's got about a half a set left in him.
First set point for Agassi.
He can just sense Andre sniffs it now. He can smell this. It's about time, he figures. Second serve and a set point.
And event finally, just as Pete Sampras fell in his 5th set tiebreak Monday. In the first set here, Dupuis falls on a double fault. Great first set, won by Agassi.
CNET.com, helping you find the best price on technology products.
If I could fall asleep right now, I could still get 6 good hours.
If you suffer from sleeplessness, even occasionally,
I could still get 4 hours. 4 hours is okay.
there are a few things you should know. Going without sleep isn't okay, and there is something that can help, called Sleep Solutions from Searle. Call this toll-free number now for a free information kit to learn how Sleep Solutions from Searle can help you and your doctor do something about your sleeplessness. Learn about an innovative approach to sleep therapy that's available only at your doctor, and how Sleep Solutions from Searle is actually helping people just like you reestablish good sleep habits. Your kit even includes an easy-to-use sleep diary to help you and your doctor spot patterns in your sleeplessness. So, instead of watching the clock night after night, call today for your free information kit. Then, talk to your doctor about Sleep Solutions from Searle. And don't let another sleepless night go by.
Agassi, 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 Agassi.
I think Andre would like some of those youngsters to find their way into the court here.
That's right. Well, they started that way. I mean, they were solidly behind him at the beginning of the match, but this guy's effort level has been tremendous, and the way he's played has also been great. So he's gotten the crowd behind him. Now reality is about to set in, I suspect.
What a marvelous first set.
That's about as good a first set as you'll see.
Just a magnificent tiebreak. You almost had the feeling during the tiebreak that it was a fifth set break, which doesn't happen here, of course, but
I wish it did. I wish they changed that rule like the U.S. Open. I think that Sampras Philippoussis match would have been that much more exciting had it ended that way. I think this guy perhaps felt like it was a fifth set tiebreak already, Dupuis. How much longer can he possibly keep this level up is the question.
when you think about this, John, Antony Dupuis' career prize money is $231,000. And that's one appearance for Agassi. I mean, you think
shows up at a tournament.
Right. I mean, that's what you think about the contrast here and what Dupuis has played 7-8 years. Never been able to do much on the pro circuit, and to have a chance to win even a set from Andre Agassi, what that must mean to him.
Well, you know that happens in baseball too. These minor league pitchers come up from AAA and suddenly they pitch a great game. Can they keep it up? Right. Doubtfully.
Well, Agassi quickly and easily holds his serve here to start the second set. So Agassi quickly holds his serve to start the second set. I was looking through the record books. I was amazed, John, you never played him here at the French.
Lucky for me.
Dupuis now trying to find some way to hang in there to see if he can find a way to rebound. Well, if he can continue to unleash a forehand like that.
We're trying some way to figure out what the heck's going on up here, too.
Well, so is Marcelo Rios. He's trying to figure out what's going on.
Rios, another mediocre effort, claiming injury once again. You see, you talked about earlier, Ted, you said this guy had a great shot of adrenaline when he started, which he did, but the reverse happened at set point. You remember he hit that ace? Reverse adrenaline, you know, thinking the set's over, suddenly you got to hit a second serve. This guy looks like someone put the pin in the balloon right now.
Agassi shot out.
Rabati's going to be dangerous here. Semifinalist last year. Bjorkman going the other way in a hurry. Talented Andrew Ely. Wild character up there.
It's another tough first-round match, John, that's just underway. We saw the score a moment ago. Arnaud Clement, the man that almost beat Agassi here last year. A Frenchman playing another good young Frenchman, Nicolas Escudé.
We saw him at the Open last year play a competitive match with Agassi. I'm tired watching the game.
Anna Kournikova will play coming up against Vanessa Webb. Venus Williams also in action for the first time as this day will complete first round action. There'll also be some second round matches that will begin.
He used a lot of energy. Dupuis, that last point, he ran around 3 backhands. Now, why he'd run around a backhand the way he's hitting his backhand, I don't know, but he did win that point, but he's trying to slow things down here and try to level this second set. There's a fatigued-looking serve.
That's the 5th double already by Dupuis. When you lose a set on a double fault, is that doubly painful?
It really is, because you've just given it away. As well as he's played, not to make Agassi at least work for it. It goes back to thinking he had won the set, you know, and losing the concentration. And Agassi has not quite found his level yet. And he's still trying to figure out exactly how hard to hit the ball with this guy. He's pulled back a little bit, made this guy hit some shots. He's done a good job of that. Dupuis. Then Andre's appeared to come out here in the second and want to go for more, and he just hasn't quite found his range yet. Todd Martin has won his first set against a talented young Argentinian player, Chela. Another youngster, I'll tell you. Watch out for the Argentinians. They're coming along. There's another miss hit by Agassi. Dupuis holds 1-all.
John referring to Juan Ignacio Chela, who's a 20-year-old Argentine, and there are a handful of 19 and 20-year-olds that have made their mark on the tennis world, the men's tennis world this year. Juan Carlos Ferrero from Spain, who's a name that we will likely see during Roland Garros, and that you, Cap Mac, are going to see in Santander, I think, in July.
That's right. We'll likely see him play singles. He got away with a poor drop shot there. And what ended up happening is that he made Dupuis work, so it ended up working to perfection. Dupuis ran a whole lot more in that point than he wanted to. And that's what happens when you get tired. You start catching the ball late, your feet aren't in good position, and instead of smacking winners, you miss by 10 feet. In the old days, you only miss by a couple feet with the wood, but with these rackets, you miss time and forget it. You're going to hit the fence.
Mohamed Layani stopped that, said replay the point.
Apparently that ball by Andre was called out. It was clearly inside the line. No question about that. Nothing will stop him from swinging mightily at that backhand.
That was a 40-love return, wasn't it?
That sure was, but he does that in the first point, so. That's it.
Agassi thought he'd won.
Come on.
He's already walking to the chair.
He said one set's okay, but this is getting ridiculous.
Agassi. And so there's the game for Agassi, who holds for 2-1 in the set.
Agassi men, 2 jeux.
I know it's tough, they'll want me. Every week this June, USA's got me. Yeah. Hi, Jean-Claude Van Damme. Join me from the set of my new movie, Replicant. I'll be giving you the inside look of 5 of my biggest movies. From Lionheart, to Legionnaire, to Sudden Death, Desert Heat, and Double Impact.
Beginning with Lionheart tomorrow at 9.
June is a damn good month for USA.
This social security measure.
In 1935, FDR helped millions retire with less worry. Today, we're picking up where he left off. Presenting the Retirement Income Manager from T. Rowe Price. If you're retired or about to, this unique advisory service can help you determine how much of your retirement savings you can comfortably spend each month for the rest of your life. Something you don't want to get wrong. That's why the Retirement Income Manager was developed. Using advanced computer analysis, it factors in hundreds of different market scenarios to give you income plan options appropriate to your goals and priorities. And to help you identify an income plan that best meets your needs, our own retirement counselors will work with you. If you're retired or about to, call T. Rowe Price at 1-800-333-5061 and find out how you can retire with less worry these days. The Retirement Income Manager, only from T. Rowe Price.
Welcome back to Paris. Not quite a day to ride the Bateau Mouche on the Seine, but we'll be coming back to the Andre Agassi Antony Dupuis first round match. Here at court Suzanne Longlon. Right now at court Central, Cedric Pioline, the leading Frenchman, just underway in his first round match against Davide Sanguinetti of Italy. Pioline is the 6th seed. And now as we flip to court 1, here's a seeded player, John, that not many people know about. The Moroccan, Younes El Anoui. And he's dropped the first set to a French wildcard entrant, Jean-René Linard.
Yes.
The Moroccans with 3 terrific players right now in the men's world. Alami, Arazi, and El Anoui.
Well, El Anoui, I believe is pronunciation, is a very, very fit guy. And he's got a big forehand. I think Arazi's the most talented of the 3. But Elanawi, to his credit, is I don't think it's in the history of tennis I can ever remember a Moroccan player being seeded at a major event. He is Andre's seed, which is by the way, for Andre, a pretty good draw for Mr. Agassi. Although the winner of this match, if Elanawi was to come back and win this against Linard, would be Todd Martin or Juan Ignacio Chela. So that's going to be a tough second round encounter for him.
Yeah, potentially Agassi and Elanawi could play in the round of 16. You know, the Moroccans have had success on the tour this year, John, and they've talked about openly how they feel that, or they wish fervently that their success will help their country build some tennis facilities to train them. They've all basically had to go and learn their tennis outside Morocco.
It would also help if they spent some time there. I mean, you know, a guy like Agassi grew up in Paris, and they're not there that often, so that would definitely help things if people sense that they actually live there. Although you do have to travel a lot on the tennis circuit, no question about that. You can't miss balls like that if you want to reach the round of 16. That was a gimme right there. Now he's down break point. Lisnard, we got to get some information on this guy in a hurry.
He's like Antony Dupuis. Lisnard is a wild card entrant. There were 8 wild cards given out by the French Federation, 7 to Frenchmen, and the 8th one to former champion Sergi Bruguera.
He's actually serving, so he's not at break point. Someone's got to check that hair color that he's working. That's a little rough.
So, Jean-René Lisnard with a set in his pocket against Elanawi.
It's a good time to play a guy like Elanawi because suddenly he feels some pressure. I mean, here's a guy who's a total underdog. Now he comes in the favorite. Currently, believe it or not, ranked 15 in the world and seeded
0 Kansas.
14. Well, seeded 15 here, and on the race, Grand Prix race, ATP Champions race, 14.
Now he's not in the tennis world a youngster. He's 28 years of age.
He was out for a while. He had some injury problems. He's made a remarkable comeback.
This year, Elanawi and Hisham Arazi, both in the quarters at the Australian. 2 Moroccans in the quarterfinals of a slam.
Pioline with the good start. Todd Martin, by the way, has won the first set 6-4 over Chela. Is down 4-1 in the second. Play the winner of this match we're now watching. Murat Safin has dropped the first set in the tiebreak.
Seeded player.
Carlos Moya has dropped the first set in a tiebreaker. Elanawi not happy with the call. My man Sergi Bruguera about to go on the court. Karol Kuchera is routining his opponent. Will be playing Agassi. We'll get back to him shortly. Kuchera up 6-1, 3-love, 2 breaks already. Oscar Serrano, the qualifier from Spain, not providing much opposition at the moment. Kuchera is finally getting things going, so that's going to be a tough second round match for Mr. Agassi. You mentioned the Clement Escudé match, 5-all first set. That's going to be a highly competitive affair.
That was great focus here in France. 2 rising Frenchmen.
Garanta.
Now one of the big hopes in Morocco. We mentioned that Elanawi and Arazi talked about the fact that they're hopeful that they'll build some tennis facilities there. The king of Morocco, who passed away last summer, was a huge tennis player, King Hassan, and he was very supportive. His son, who's now the king, King Mohammed VI, apparently not as much of a tennis fan, and they're working on him. They're trying to get him to be a tennis fan.
Well, tell him that they made the A group in Davis Cup. Morocco actually got the default from Chile after the fiasco down in Chile when the Argentines played there, and they're going to be in the first level next year. So give credit to them, and that should provide some excitement, because when's that happened? Probably never. Dr. Feelgood, Linar. The young Frenchman looked out at this point, scrambling away. Elanawi not known for his quickness around the court. Here's that Safin score. Bastille, the Swiss player, he's got some talent. He's dangerous.
And Marat Safin has got great expectations on him. He's played very well on the clay courts coming in.
He's won a couple tournaments on the dirt, but he's very, very unpredictable, very up and down. Elanawi's just doesn't look like he knows what to do against this guy. Hasn't figured this guy out. Agassi, you see there, on serve still. Dupuis still hanging in there.
Well, now he's on the verge of getting into some serious trouble here.
There it is.
There it is. He's down a set now and a break. The 14th seed, or 15th seed rather, Elanawi in the first round. We'll come back and return to the Andre Agassi match at Roland Garros.
If the idea of bifocal vision correction seems too much for a mere contact lens, it is. This is something more scientific. AccuView bifocal contact lenses is designed with 5 vision zones to help you see clearly at varying distances, so you can focus both near and far. Sharp as ever. Ask your eye care professional about AccuView bifocal. AccuView, advancing the science of sight.
I'm not really close to Anna Kournikova. First of all, there's that whole language thing.
A PE ratio is price divided by earnings.
Earnings per share is a company's net income minus preferred dividends.
It's like she's speaking a different language.
Can anyone say asset allocation? Mid cap, small cap.
When we created a smarter kind of investment firm,
growth fund,
we created a smarter kind of investor.
Besides, some of the other players are kind of jealous of her, you know, portfolio.
At the Australian Open this year, Andre Agassi had some tough matches. He beat Mark Philippoussis round of 16. Hisham Arazi in the quarters, and the epic battle with Pete Sampras in the semifinals. And finally, with Steffi Graf watching, Agassi dispatches Yevgeny Kafelnikov in 4 sets to win the Australian Open. And that gives Andre a great start to the year. 3 wins in the last 4 Grand Slams.
It all started here a year ago, Ted.
Started here in Paris a year ago when in the second round he was almost knocked out within 2 points of being knocked out by Arnaud Clément.
Well, he's finally got his break in the second set. Serves the ace 5-3, 15 love, and Dupuis has just about had it. It's like when Agassi won the first couple sets in Davis Cup. He said, you know, the only thing worse than being down a set to me is being down 2 sets to me. He likes to build his confidence up a bit, and Dupuis says not quite yet. His backhand return has been phenomenal up the line. Not up, says Leoni.
As you mentioned, John, this is going to be something Agassi now would like to get over with, because we suspect he's going to have to come back and play tomorrow. in his second round match.
And he's not aware of this, obviously, but Kuchera is running through his match 6-1, 4-0. So Kuchera and him have had a couple interesting encounters. A famous match at the Open where all types of histrionics were taking place. I look forward to that match tomorrow. Agassi 2 set points for 2 sets to love.
Agassi. So Agassi with his 4th ace and now is up 2 sets.
I need my light.
What light?
The light I ordered on your website.
This isn't the website. This is the store site.
You mean I can't get my light?
Not at this site.
Same store, same lights.
Different system, different sites.
I came in here because I thought I might
find the same things that were on the website.
Doesn't that seem right?
Now, in hindsight, if this site was tied to the website, then it would be easy for us to give you your light. Excellent insight, Dwight.
Forget it.
Good night.
Everything turn, turn, turn. There is a season. Turn, 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 and a time for every purpose. A time to be young, a time to be old, a time to embrace, a time to laugh, a time to love.
It's turning into a very good time for wine. The new vintage of Turning Leaf is here.
Companies that know the internet best know where the business internet really starts. 96% of USA Today's eBusiness 50 run Oracle. Oracle software powers the internet.
When you have an ailment, different doctors might recommend different treatments. But for yeast infections, the #1 recommendation of doctors is specific. Monistat, the #1 doctor-recommended brand. Monistat.
The trophy that Andre Agassi held aloft here last spring, beginning his defense of his French Open championship today. And after a very scary first set with Antony Dupuis, Agassi now is up 2 sets to none. And although it is a cool day, Dupuis is on his 3rd shirt as we start the 3rd set.
He's definitely run a lot more than Andre has today, and he's breathing a lot through his mouth, which is not a good sign. Gets that ball to skid off the line past Agassi. He's going to give it one last final stand here. Try to get off to a good start in this 3rd set and make this at least competitive and respectable.
It's ace number 7.
That's where you say all or nothing. Does not want the point to go any further, so go for the outright winner. That is not a winning position. It's only been out there an hour and 38 minutes. That's not an extremely long time for clay courts.
I would imagine that this feels like literally like a light warm-up for Agassi after running those hills in Vegas with Gil Reyes.
I don't think I don't think he's running the hills. That would truly be amazing. Gumi just destroying Moya now, setting 5-1. That's not good for the Spaniard. He's really fallen the other way, looking to get back on track.
What has happened to the former French champion?
Well, he had a lot of back problems. He missed a lot of time, and he has come back and had a reasonably good clay court season. He won a small tournament in Spain, got to the semis or finals at Barcelona. He's had some decent results. I would be surprised, although looking grim now, but that's the type of match he shouldn't lose. I mean, Gumi's been around, but he should not lose to Gumi now if he's going to be any sort of threat whatsoever. Moya put on a lot of weight too, Ted, at the end of last year, 20, 30 pounds. I mean, it's a good-looking guy, and he really, was letting it slip away there for a while, not working out, and part of it was because of the back, but it makes it that much farther to come back when you've gotten yourself so out of shape.
Moya's had some results this year to get to 28. That's his rank right now in the ATP Champions race.
That's a tired-looking serve there. Say goodbye to this point. Seven, 6, 6-3, 6-1, shall we say? The early prediction.
But that's not that early.
Well, it's early for the third set.
Yeah.
Wants to make me look bad and hold serve here. Martin has now split sets. Unfortunately, not a lot of good cameras over on that court. We could sneak in on him, but
what's happened today, because of yesterday's rainout, schedule backed up, so they're completing the first round and starting the second round. And so as a result, many players who normally would play on show courts have been moved and are playing their matches on outside courts where there is no television coverage.
Moya Gumi, Martin Chela, Kuchera out there up 2 sets now. Looks like he'll be Agassi's next opponent. Agassi here with another break point.
So a break by Agassi to start the third set.
No one brings you courtside for more Grand Slam tennis. The French Open. Coverage continues tomorrow on USA.
Sound the alarms. Alert the kids. We're pulling off a huge entertainment heist.
It's really happening.
HBO The Works springs into action with powerful new originals, award-winning documentaries, the best movies every Saturday night guaranteed, plus the all-new boxing show that'll knock you out. Get the entertainment goods on 7 great channels of HBO.
What's up, girlfriend?
Call 1-800-547-4DTV to order Total Choice HBO today.
Hello, I'm Daphne Brogdon.
And I'm Gary Valentine.
We're your hosts on an exciting new show for movie lovers, Movie Showcase on DirecTV.
Each week, we'll show you the hottest new movies and original series on premium movie services, HBO, Starz, and Showtime.
And check out the newest releases on Direct Ticket Pay-Per-View.
Plus, movie trivia and more. There's a new show starting every Monday on Channel 100 and 500.
So join us on Movie Showcase on DirecTV.
The 2000 French Open on USA is brought to you by Sonata. Ask your doctor about Sonata. And by CNET.com. CNET.com is helping you understand the world of technology.
Well, the school children here enjoying a day of tennis, and Roland Garros cheering for their countryman Cedric Pioline. We'll be returning to Andre Agassi's match shortly, but first we take you to Court Central, where Pioline is in trouble in the first set against David Sanguinetti of Italy.
Messi.
Sanguinetti serving here for the first set.
From down a break, suddenly within reach of the first set. Not the type of start Pioline was looking for. One of the hottest players on the tour coming in.
But just as you referenced Marat Safin earlier, John, with Pioline, you just never know. This guy's had some remarkable results, yet here last year lost in the first round.
S'il vous plaît.
Semi-finalist here at Roland Garros in '98.
He's clearly one of the most talented players on the tour. Great athlete. Comes from two parents who are both volleyball player, Olympic volleyball players. The wily veteran now, incredible at 30, almost 31 years old, currently 6th in the world. I'm thinking about Sanguinetti. He can take the ball early, hit a nice flat ball. 2 points from the first set. You see Cedric at 30, 6'2", a nice height for tennis. We talked about that ranking. Good year. Has won 2 tournaments this year, Rotterdam and Monte Carlo. Monte Carlo on clay. He's only had 5 career, 2 this year, 3 other singles titles. That's not much for a guy of his ability. 2 slam finals.
That's the amazing thing, John. You look at a final at the U.S. Open, a final at Wimbledon, semis here. No French player has ever done that in the Grand Slams. Yannick Noah, of course, had the 1 win here.
LeConte had that 1 final here.
Right, LeConte, Forget. No one else has been to 2 slam finals.
And he's not thought of the same way as those guys. He doesn't have the same respect, although he's gaining it now. People seeing his... I'm not sure what happened there, but...
That was our hiccup.
Lost a little power on that. What happened at that point? Sanguinetti has set point, by the way, 40-30. There goes the set for Pioline.
So David Sanguinetti of Italy, for the surprise, takes the first set from Cedric Pioline.
This little piggy went to market.
These piggies have power with the Kickstart Gym from Play School. 1 kick starts music and silly fun, and that's a pretty big step for little piggies. The Kickstart Gym from Play School.
Wood, leather, adrenaline. The new Lincoln LS, Motor Trend Car of the Year.
To build an e-business, you need to begin with the right elements, which explains why 95% of the Street.com's Internet Sector Index run Oracle. Oracle. Software powers the Internet.
CNET.com, connecting you with the right technology product at the right price.
Welcome back. The USA's coverage of Roland Garros continues. Still to come on this day, we'll be seeing first round action of Venus Williams, as well as Anna Kournikova. day when Lindsay Davenport has already been eliminated. Serena Williams withdrew. Suddenly a lot of the viable candidates to challenge Martina Hingis are gone.
Hingis now the heavy favorite. Agassi looking to finish this one off at 4-2, now 15-30 in the third set, and as predicted, he has taken control of this match.
Well, it needed over an hour, did Agassi, to pull out that first set in which he was faced 3 set points by Dupuis, and now it's taken him less than an hour to win the second and close in here on the third.
The crowd appreciates that Dupuis has made this competitive. It's been fun to watch, actually. That's what's happened more and more as the match has progressed. The points have gotten a little longer and Dupuis' unforced errors have risen. There's a bit of a surprise. Irrepressible Jeff Tarango up a break on Leighton Hewitt, who's having a great year. Not real comfortable yet on clay, so there's an outside chance for Tarango to pull an upset.
This is Jeff Tarango's 37th year at the French Open, isn't it?
It seems like it, yeah. He's looking for some airtime, you know. If he keeps going like that, we're going to have to show some of that. Agassi looking to finish this off with a second break. Still one more break point. Hewitt, by the way, is seeded number 5 here, so that would be a big upset. Tarango is under 500 for the year, yet still ranked in the top 75 in the world. Actually 76. Dupuis hanging in there.
And the Hewitt result will be of some interest to Agassi. That's the same quarter of the draw. Hewitt would be a potential quarterfinal opponent.
Well, you better get ready for Kuchera, who's up 6-1, 6-2, 5-1. So it's going to be tomorrow's opponent.
That's the second round, Carl Kuchera.
Your man Beresitegi dropped the first 2 sets 1-1 to Jiri Vanek. Pulled the third set out in a tiebreak, fighting still in the 4th set.
All right, Dupuis stays in here in the 3rd set.
I just want to smile.
I'm not the victim type.
No more darkness. Introducing Motrin Migraine Pain.
I want to take a walk in the sun. I want to go outside.
I want to smooch with my husband.
The Michelin X1. Thanks to Michelin technology, it gives you long mileage and better wet braking than any rain tire. And that should make everyone on a wet road happy.
There's just something about the taste of Quiznos. Try our new smoked turkey sandwich, toasted to perfection in our oven. Quiznos, it's that good.
Although there is literally tennis everywhere you turn here at Roland Garros, the crowd here at Suzanne Lenglen Court staying glued as they watch Andre Agassi, the defending champion, trying now to finish off the Frenchman Antony Dupuis.
Dupuis down a couple break points, held. Agassi now 6 points away.
Just for a minute there, I thought breakfast was coming back on him.
It's not over yet. He's still. He looks like he's just about had it here.
Well, the first set tiebreak will be one that he'll be able to remember for a long time. Disappointing though was the outcome. It's magnificent tennis.
I think Dupuis hit one volley this entire match. He's come to net once. He's tried to out-hit Agassi, and while it's entertaining, not a winning proposition. For you Lee Nar fans, he's up 6-3, 5-2. We watched him for a second. Now he's struggling with the pressure. Linard, by the way, is ranked. Let's see here. #148 in the world coming in. A little bit younger than Dupuis, only 20 years old. On the way up, we hope and presume.
Well, recent history at Roland Garros dictates there's going to be at least one player, if not more, but at least one player that no one has ever heard of before that does something here.
Jean-René Linard looking for that title this year. He knows how to hit an up the line backhand. Takes it on the rise, takes it early, steps in. You better time that correctly. He's had years of practice on that one. It's easier said than done. Todd Martin now down a break in the third set at 1-all, 4-2.
Well, Dupuis holds. Though will return with Andre Agassi serving for the match. Andre Agassi serving for the match. And wins the first point as Dupuis shot sails long. Suddenly for Dupuis, all of those shots that he rang in the first set, all the lines he hit, as you suspect, the adrenaline wears off, time runs out.
That's why fitness is so important. It's important in sports, Ted, because as you get tired, your technique starts falling.
And right now, no more fit man than Agassi. Proved that here last year. As this renaissance in his tennis career continues. And now serving with 3 match points.
One more point at least. Agassi, Ted, has only played 2 tournaments leading up to this. He defaulted in the second round of Atlanta to Jiri Vanek and lost to Rabati in the 3rd round of Rome. Once again, not a lot of clay court practice coming in. Pulled out of Hamburg with no reason given. Crowd ready to applaud the end of that match. Instead, Agassi with the worst forehand of the day. But the good news still has match point. He doesn't want to drop this point. Get a little antsy out there.
And does it. That does it. So Andre Agassi is through after a very challenging first set. From Antony Dupuis, who will get and deserves a nice ovation as he leaves.
He sure does. Agassi appreciated that workout. More competitive than he expected. Now the crowd has their cake and eat it too. Agassi wins and Dupuis is a proud man.
I think Agassi could put out a primer on how to win over a crowd. Brilliant. Not just on the court.
And we're in France. Take a look at Andres Joe. Kuchera now through. That will be entertaining. Berezategi.
My man Berezategi does not quit. He's hanging in there.
Well, Vanek was the guy actually who won by default, and Dupuis getting a big hand. Squilari is actually another Argentine talented guy. Pop from Germany.
Well, Andre Agassi is through to the second round. That match tomorrow with Carl Kuchera. We have plenty more to come here as USA's coverage of Roland Garros continues right after this. Well, the defending champion had a nervous moment perhaps in the first set, but Andre Agassi rolls on and salutes the crowd here at Roland Garros with a straight set win over Antony Dupuis. And Andre now joins us. Well, just how nervous was the first set, Andre?
Well, I mean, you don't have really room to be nervous out there because when it gets that tight that quickly, I mean, I felt like he was hitting big shots. I had just to kind of start letting my shots fly a little bit and take control of the points. He hit it big when he was set, and I had to certainly start controlling the points. And winning the first set was a luxury, but I felt like, you know, I was starting to get my way.
What do you know about this guy, Andre, coming into the match? Had you seen him before?
Well, I've never really watched him play. No, I mean, I've seen him around, but Brad watched his game.
He's been allowed in the locker room.
Brad watched his game the other day, you know, but in obviously a non-competitive situation, and you can kind of figure out what the guy does well, but you don't know until you're out there.
Was your goal, Andre, in the first set to try to run him, to tire him as much as you could?
Well, it was pretty thick out there, so certainly one thing I didn't want to do is start pulling triggers and making quick errors. I was trying to get a lot of rotation on the ball. I was trying to keep my feet moving, keep control of the point, and, you know, and make the guy hit 3 or 4 of those in fuego balls a point to win it, you know.
He must have surprised you, though. I would tell you, he played a hell of a first set.
Yeah, he did. I tell you what surprised me was that he could generate that pop off the backhand up the line and pretty much control it when he was set and fresh. But it seemed like he got winded, and when he was winded, you know, it was tough for him to make some of those incredible shots.
Tell me how you feel coming in compared to last year. Last year, maybe, I don't know about yourself, but not a lot was perhaps expected. The fact you hadn't played a lot. This year is similar, but a lot more expected. So how do you feel this year compared to last year?
Well, certainly, I mean, more confident, which is probably not as good. I mean, last year went pretty darn well, so kind of wish I felt like I did last year. But last year was crazy for me to win it, coming in with a shoulder injury and not playing a whole lot. And so this year I tried to kind of repeat the same theme, which was make sure I come in here physically ready and make sure I come in here fresh and kind of ready to pay the price every minute that I'm out there on the court and hope for something good to happen again. I mean, there's just too many good players out here, and it's such a difficult tournament from the first match to the end, and so the expectations I'm trying to forget about and the hard work I'm trying to put in.
Tell us about your next opponent, Carl Kuchera. You've had some history with him. The U.S. Open comes to mind for me, but tell us what you know about him and what you expect tomorrow.
Well, I mean, Carl is such a...
Besides a high toss.
Yeah, definitely high toss. All the Czechs toss the ball high, you know, starting with Lendl, you know.
That's right.
But he's an incredible mover. I mean, he's really an enjoyable player to watch, and he really enjoys pace, uses pace well, and kind of beats you a lot with speed as opposed to power, because he can sneak up on you. Can hit a big shot cross court, and he can really use his quickness to get there and hurt you with that. And so, I mean, I got to be disciplined tomorrow. We've played 4 times. We're 2-2, and it's just going to be a brutal match from start to finish for both of us. And if I can make him play in his best match of his life, then I feel like I'm doing my job.
Is it a concern, Andre, playing consecutive days?
Yeah, I think it's a concern for the players because it's not what we came here kind of prepared to do. You know, you always anticipate that day off, and whenever there's curves thrown in the program, you always have to, you know, make the little adjustments that you know, nobody knows about, which is, you know, eating schedules and, you know, sleeping schedules and the whole deal. You know, so you gotta make sure you're doing the right thing, giving yourself a chance. But you know, today went pretty well for me, and again, I felt like coming in this tournament strong was my best opportunity, and I feel good physically.
All right, I think we should defer to the defending champion, John, for some help in promoting Anna Kournikova coming up next.
What do you want me to do with her? I didn't follow that.
Well, we want you around for a long time, so just get a good sleep and a good dinner, and we'll see you around in USA.
Thanks, Sean. Thanks, guys.
All right, Andre Agassi, the defending champ, through after his first round match today against Antony Dupuis of France.